What if I told you the meaning behind AEB-L, very popular Swedish razor blade steel, has almost been completely lost to time? In this video, we are going to uncover the meaning behind AEB-L. So the information about AEB-L actually comes from the inventor. And this book right here that was written, the inventor of AEB is Arvid von Weizsäcker, and he is actually a very interesting character. And the steel was made in Sweden at the Munkfors Forge, and so you could see right there. This book is all in Swedish, it's not in English, so you have to translate the pages out of this book. You can see here. Before we get into this, isn't it funny that despite how popular and enthusiastic we all are about AEB-L, a lot of us don't even know what that means. If it's something that we are so enthusiastic about, something that we cherish and love so much, shouldn't we know the meaning behind something, the history behind it, for something that we enjoy and share so much? Okay, rant over. Let's get into the meaning. So the L in AEB-L is fairly easy to figure out. If we look back at the history of AEB, which was the progenitor to AEB-L, which came out around 1925, that was a much higher carbon stainless steel. Around the late 1960s, we got the modification, which had a significantly lower carbon. From there, we can deduce that AEB-L should stand for low carbon. Now, once AEB-L came out, the original steel was no longer called AEB, but then was changed to AEB-H. So that seems to make sense. H, high carbon, L, low carbon. So finally, the full meaning behind AEB-L. Well, we've got answers from this book, page 53. So we can finally say it. AEB-L stands for Anders Ekbom Bratt, low carbon. The answer's not very satisfying. I mean, who is Anders Ekbom and Bratt? Okay, it's people's initials, but who are these people? What is their significance? Okay, the L stands for low carbon, we understand that. But now we have to do a much deeper dive to find out the context and meaning for who these people are and why this steel is named after them. Anders Ekbom and Lars Bratt were both owners of the Munkfors Forge, the crucial operations of it. However, they were owners at different times, not co-owners. Their only connection is the fact that after Anders Ekbom died, his wife remarried, and she married Lars Bratt. So, with the stamp possibly coming around that time, while it's not explicitly written inside of the History of Udelholm book that was written in 1960, we might be able to assume that perhaps Ekbom's wife, then marrying Lars Bratt, in honor of both of these men, both of their initials were used for the symbol of the Munkfors Forge. Hence, AEB Munkfors Forge. Arvid von Weizsäcker comes and he invents a high carbon stainless steel, and he names it in honor of the Munkfors Forge symbol, which is then just known worldwide as AEB. AEB steel. Munkfors Forge. So putting it all together, AEB are the initials for Anders Ekbom Bratt, which is the iron bar stamp from the mid-18th century designating Munkfors Forge, which was then designated for a stainless steel that was invented in 1925 by the brilliant scientist and doctor Arvid von Weizsäcker, which then, after he passed away in 1945, it was then further modified in the mid-1960s into what we now know today as AEB-L. Anders Ekbom Bratt, Munkfors, low carbon.